Not quite 1/4, and never just half, but the entirety of one primate, whole. It is the part of a story, an idea that means more to you than me. Hello and welcome to Full Gorilla Life. We are Jeremy Keene,
Larry Medina,
and Corey Hewlings.
Each week, we will break down an important life concept or talk with an inspiring person so that you can live your full gorilla life.
What's up? Welcome back. Today we're with Dave and Jordan on the phone. They have lived the van life that me and Larry have talked about living.
dreamed about.
That we follow on all social media accounts. And they did it for a year. I met them in Savannah while I was at Jazz Festival. They had an awesome dog, and my son was gravitated towards was it American Pit or American Bulldog? What kind of dog is that?
He's a rescue. We think he's like a Mastiff and a Bulldog mixed together.
Okay. Just a massive big dog, but my son was completely drawn to him. And I got the opportunity to talk with them. They said that they've kind of done the van life thing before. And I was like, I got to have you on the podcast. Me and Larry have talked about doing it. We would probably quit tomorrow and live out of a van if it weren't for our wives.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to lie. This is Jeremy. I'm not sure if I would live in a van. So I'm excited to hear the story to see if you can talk me into it.
I'm not going to lie. And I 100% know Jeremy could not live in a van.
No. By the way, have you guys seen the Chris Farley bit? Living in a van right down by the river.
Down by the river.
Yeah.
Right. You know that Chris Farley bit? Do you guys?
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There it is.
All right. Fantastic. So before we get into it, sorry, Corey, go ahead.
You guys live in Savannah, correct?
Yes.
And you're not doing the van life now, right? You're over that at this point in your lives?
We've been over it 2 years, year and a half.
A year and a half, yeah. We use it as transportation now to like get from A to B. But
Okay.
for the most part, unless it's like a mini vacation, no sleepsies.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't sleep in the van. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 walls.
No sleep seas. That's awesome.
Your concrete, wooden screws. What do they call your facility? Whatever. Now we have a blank facility.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm asking her a question. I'm sorry, guys.
I was trying to fill in the blank, but I was struggling.
Yeah, a hard wall. Yeah, you got me. A house.
Bricks and mortar?
Yeah, brick and mortar.
Bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Oh, look at
We got
you.
a brick and mortar
Okay.
house.
All right,
Jeremy.
Jeremy
Instead
can't.
of 1 on 4.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey,
Win
listen,
trivia night. I don't know.
You just figure
Now
out.
we're cooking.
You figured out how Jeremy can actually contribute now.
Corey's upset because I called him out, so he's calling me back.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, by the way, it took us a little longer there on intro because I forgot to hit record and we had to go back. So that's why you had to sit on hold for a couple more seconds.
No worries.
Thankfully,
Well, that was a worry. Luckily, we caught it.
yeah, Jeremy caught that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've done it before. We recorded a whole interview and forgot to hit record. So
Don't worry, you're being recorded, so you're okay.
I don't know if you guys have listened to any of the episodes yet or not, but we're gonna do the Gorilla Gauntlet with you guys. Just rapid fire questions, just randomness. If you want to pass, just say pass.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
It's never rapid fire.
Yeah, it may not be
we-
rapid fire. And,
Can we
and-
both answer?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
Separate
Yeah.
answers.
yeah,
Yes.
and I
Simultaneously, we'll see what you know. I'm just kidding.
No.
and-
Simultaneous at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
this is-
yeah. You guys do rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and whoever wins gets to answer first. All right, so I think I already know the answer to this, but married or single?
Partners.
We're partners. Yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
All
We're
right.
not legally
Legally binded.
That's okay.
by the Americas. No.
But
we're
our
not.
commitment
Oh, right on.
runs deep.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
Still waters run deep.
Any children?
Our dog?
Yeah.
No children
No
with
children.
legs.
Okay.
Children with legs.
All right. And
No
you're
humans.
and you're
Actually, I don't like that phrase. No children, dog.
okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. All right. So
Whatever she said. Whatever.
and you already mentioned that you live in Savannah, so that's one of the questions that we would have asked. iPhone or Android?
iPhones. We both have iPhones.
iPhones.
Correct.
Okay. Have you
All right.
always been iPhone or did you switch over?
Dave had a long period of time with no phone. It went from like BlackBerry, no phone,
BlackBerry?
no phone, no phone.
How long did you go with without a phone?
Probably about.
We emailed when we were flirting. We flirted via email.
Oh, nice.
We,
Oh, Dave, did you
I
have
probably had-
did you have the BlackBerry Enterprise server email?
So all right, so when Blackberries were popular, and I was man, don't act like you're jealous. It had a ball. Anyway, there was one day where the BlackBerry shut down, and I literally was just like in a Verizon store, like wanting help, and I just kind of like, it was one of those like clap your hands, drop the mic moment. I just walked out of the store and I was like, I'm not going to do this. And then I kept, and then it went on for a day, and then it went on for a week. And then I think I ended up maybe a year and a half.
Oh, that sounds beautiful, though.
Oh, it had to be
And
liberating.
I got a flip phone. But I mean, this is even earlier. This is 2010, 2011. Yeah. So, I mean, it's even more different now.
Yeah, but
Do you think you could do it again? Could you go without a phone now?
I could, man.
It's tough now, right?
Do you guys have all iPhones? Is it iPhones across the board?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we've talked about this. Once Apple has you in their grasp, you're locked in. Everything,
You're locked.
everything's in the cloud and on my iTunes account, and I can't get out.
And Larry calls it the ecosystem. You're stuck in
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Never log out of the cloud. Like you can never cancel your cloud.
No,
Yeah.
no.
There's no membership. It's
Yeah.
just in there.
They thought it through on like BlackBerry.
Yeah, BlackBerry did not think it through. They said we got this cool scrolly ball
I
in the
love
middle.
that roller ball, dude.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, yeah. What's not to love? Let's bring it back. Apple, if you're listening, bring it
Rollerball.
back. All right. All right. So, favorite genre? I'm sorry. Favorite movie or book?
Favorite what kind of book?
Movie or book?
Favorite movie or book?
Or
Ooh.
or movie book?
All right, so we've been reading, it seems like a little bit of historic fiction.
Lately, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, why like stuff around the Appalachians, people have been given to us, or we've lucked out on.
We've also been watching. This is, I guess, like recent. So the Ken Burns documentary where he's going back and discussing the history of country music.
I haven't watched it, but I know what you're
We
talking
just had
about.
2 doctors on that were talking about this. We had a doctor, and he said it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It is so good. So we've been reading. There's a book instance it's called All Over But the Shoutin' by Rick Bragg.
Okay.
And it's this I guess personal coming of age story about a boy growing up in the mountains barefooted. Also Cold Sassy Tree. That's like one of those books that you might have to read in middle school, but we read that together.
Oh
It
man,
is really good.
we can't sound more like hillbillies. But Ken Burns, hey, by the way, if you can find me a bad Ken Burns documentary, please send that to me. I mean,
There's no
everything
such
is-
thing, I don't think.
It's gold. He touches
No.
it.
I mean, you might fall asleep a couple of times, but I mean,
But
geez,
it's because they're so
8 days
long. There's so much.
so-
Yeah, that's why you fall asleep. They're just so long, but they're still really good.
Yeah. I mean, if you go into iMovie and there's even a thing that they call Ken Burns.
Oh, in the app to make your own version of Ken
Well,
Burns.
no, like if you have like a text, it'll either zoom out or zoom in or move around, and that's the Ken Burns.
Man,
Yeah, it's got its own.
It does. They call it the Ken Burns.
He's made me do like 5 rabbit holes this week, like just from watching this one little Ken Burns.
All right, added question. One of the 5 rabbit holes you've gone down on that because of it.
I went down a Shel Silverstein rabbit hole.
Okay.
Because
He loved country music. Shel
Okay.
Silverstein.
and he actually
right on.
wrote A Boy Named Sue for Johnny Cash.
Ah.
And-
I feel-
and
yeah,
Shel
how-
Silverstein-
The doctor we just had on was all into this stuff. We had Dr. Hockey
Yeah.
on.
And-
He's an anti-aging doctor, and he was
He's
all about
he's
Yeah.
speaking
Same
your
stuff.
lingo.
Yeah, and,
sure.
and we talked about A Boy Named Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so good. And so Shel Silverstein, he also wrote a song from the father of Sue, his son, a different perspective. And I didn't know that. So we both got to listen to that.
Huh.
And it is very funny.
Whatever.
Interesting.
She ended the day last night crying, watching The Giving Tree. That's what we ended with.
The book.
Giving Tree. She was crying.
That's a great book.
You said
though.
watching. Is there a
Oh, it's
movie?
wonderful. It's wonderful.
Shel Silverstein, he read it and then his pictures moved, so it's like.
Oh, I got you.
narrated.
Okay.
Somebody did it from YouTube, I think.
It's
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you
That's
got
a great book.
So basically, you got Ken burned.
Yeah.
We need to hashtag that. That's
Yeah.
gonna
Hashtag
that's gonna
Ken Burned.
catch. You just got hashtag Ken burned.
Ooh. All right. So favorite genre in music.
Ooh, everything.
Yeah.
Everything except the pop of today.
I can appreciate that.
I mean, they're talking about country music, but I met them at the jazz festival while they were playing Latin music.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Live jazz.
Oh,
wait. So so they were playing Latin music?
Yeah, weren't they playing Latin music that night that I met you guys?
Yeah.
They're playing
Yeah,
Latin.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Savannah Jazz has a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernie Williams, you remember the outfielder? From,
yes,
you
yes. I know you're talking about.
He played last year, like
Yeah.
World Series champion.
Yeah, he's
played
from the
last year.
Yankees.
He's playing guitar. So he had enough money and got a band together to want to play jazz guitar in Savannah.
And the chick that sang background in the Talking Heads.
Somehow she was involved with all of it.
So
I don't know if they played
her and
together.
Bernie started a band,
Bernie started a band. He's
and then
a-
that
he's
chick's
a
in it
jazz
with her,
guitarist.
with them.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
I didn't
interesting.
know this, but he played in the jazz festival that we last year that we saw you at, same park.
Okay. Yeah, that was my first year going. I have a good friend that goes every year. He finally got me to go, and I
Sounds
can't
like
wait.
a great time.
I can't wait to go back.
I kind of want to go
It's
as
so
well.
much fun.
Oh,
It's
man.
Family.
Like
Yeah.
it's just a good time.
It
It's
is.
a
Yes.
good
Family,
spirited-
anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next year I'm in.
Yes.
I'm calling
When is it? When was it again? When does it normally happen?
What is it? September? Something like that?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah. Very
okay.
beginning. Of,
Absolutely.
no, it was my birthday weekend. So it was September the 25th.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So right around my birthday as well.
Yeah. I tried getting Larry to go. Actually, we were supposed to go to Foo Fighters concert, but he bailed on me.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Where were you supposed to go?
Foo Fighters, but it was in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Cool.
I was
Like-
down, but Larry ended up bailing. So,
Yeah. It's all me.
but the jazz, the jazz festival was definitely a good second place. I was really happy I went for sure.
Cool.
All right. So are you reservation or just walk-in people? Restaurant.
Walk-ins, never reservation.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it makes sense because you lived in a van, right? Because you're just kind of
Right.
like let's just roll with it. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
It's just no
Matt
hurry.
Foley did not reserve anything.
That's
That's awesome. All right.
The only thing we do have like an older lady friend that is like she's old school Savannah. She'll try
call
to
and make a reservation.
yeah some
for
weird
us.
reservations that
I like
there's
this
gonna be
lady.
table Susie, but yeah, she'll do that.
I like Susie.
We have a Susie.
Yeah, that's me. Jeremy likes. No, I don't make
Are
reservations.
you guys reservationists?
So they're gonna give you a story, and then I'll tell you
Well,
the truth when
Larry
they're done.
is in the fact that he's like 97% Native American, even though he looks
Okay.
Mexican. He's a reservationist like that. But no,
Like
he
for
does,
real.
but he does not believe in reservations when it comes to restaurants.
So we have to. I let me rephrase this. I have to kind of.
This is Jeremy.
Yeah,
talking.
Jeremy's. So they say I'm the reservation guy. It's because like we have 4 close families, and there's about 14 of us, and so I like to make a reservation for 14.
He's
of
making
us.
up numbers.
That
Now they're.
makes sense.
Thank you. And they're going to lie to you here in a second, say he's full of it. He makes the Chick-fil-A reservations, but that's
Because
where it comes.
He knows that was coming because it's the truth.
because there's there's no reservations at Chick-fil-A. I tried.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All
Are
right.
you
So
taking the Myers-Briggs test?
No.
I was gonna try to guess your letters based off of if you're a reservationist or not, and
Yeah.
just listening to that sentence.
I'm not sure if I like
It
where
would
this
be
is
that,
going.
but
yeah, what was so let's talk that through.
Jordan, you are in school right now, right? You're in school in Savannah?
I am, yes.
And what are you in school for?
For here, yes, nursing.
Okay.
Nursing degree.
All right.
Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Dave was like, just say nursing.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Dave said they're simple people. Just give them a simple answer.
No.
Dave, Dave.
Right, don't give him your 10-year plan.
Dave.
Oh, I like the 10-year
Dave,
plan.
Me and Larry are simple people.
Yeah, 100%.
Give me a quick rundown of the 10-year plan. I like it.
Okay,
I like where you're going. Anyway,
let's get through this gauntlet here.
All right. So, favorite type of food?
Food.
Oh.
I like that
edible
answer.
food. Yeah, right on.
We crush hummus every night.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's our go-to.
Okay,
All right.
you guys are
Well, we
really
splurge like
guys. You guys are really coming off on the hipster side here a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay.
We're crunchy, man.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
not.
Hey,
We're
not
grungy. We're grungy with hummus, mother effer.
Hummus.
No,
For fun, like on
pizza and tacos are what we splurge on.
Oh, you got me at tacos. That's where
now
that's
tacos is where it's at.
Do you put hummus on it though?
hummus tacos.
We do our weird version of like
You
pita
guys
bread hummus.
Yeah, but you guys are in Florida. The poke bowls. Stuff
Yes, you like
Yeah.
Like that.
those?
Yeah, shove that in a taco. We're pretty happy.
You guys
Oh,
from San Sebastian, is that correct?
yeah, we're in Sebastian.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Green Room Cafe?
Is that in Sebastian?
Is that a restaurant?
It is in Cocoa Beach. It's
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No, but sounds like that could
That's
be a
not
good
far.
Taste of Tuesday
When
episode.
we were living van life, I worked at Green Room, and I remember a bunch of people would come in from the Sebastian Inlet.
Okay.
I was like, okay, that's near where these guys are from.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. What,
Yep.
what kind of food was it?
That's very vegan,
Very,
clean.
yeah. Clean.
Okay,
They would
we
have
were-
like acai. Do you guys? Is there a lot of
Uh,
acai?
yeah, I've tried acai. It tastes like acai.
I just put a lot of honey on it.
I've honestly tried it. It's not my thing.
Are
But
you guys-
I have given it a shot.
Are you guys vegan or vegetarian or anything? Or
No.
okay, good.
And having that like.
I say good. I
funny
don't. Not that I
argument.
care
I
what
am
anybody
not.
else
You can
does.
ask her. I am not.
Okay.
She's trying to shun meat, maybe.
Okay.
I don't like unless I know who has killed it and raised it and I am like craving it, like great. But otherwise, like my body runs just fine without it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. That's
Right
that's
on.
understandable. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I can do it personally. I know how much I
Are
could.
you guys,
I
is
could.
anybody vegan or vegetarian?
Jeremy keeps saying he's gonna try to go.
I want to try plant based, but I can't.
He can't.
I haven't got over the mental barrier of
I'm
a
not-
good steak.
I-
or my Larry and our buddy Tom they smoke brisket and it's phenomenal. Best brisket
yeah.
in Florida.
Yeah.
So it's tough. So it's
Have
tough to
y'all
let it
ever
go.
been to Austin? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
if you want to go on our
Franklin did.
we went to Franklin's.
Yeah,
We've been there.
yeah, we went to Franklin. We got up at 5:30 in the morning. Got in line. It was like a Wednesday. We got in line.
It was a
at-
Friday morning.
yeah, it was a weekday, and we got up at it was like 6:15 in the morning, and there was already somebody in line.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Our
Yeah.
buddy wanted to be
people
first,
bring
but we were
coolers.
second.
I mean, yeah, it's a thing.
We
Yeah,
we Uber eated some
Texas.
tacos. It was Corey. I should say Corey did. They were phenomenal.
Yeah,
while we were
we-
waiting in line.
We flew to Austin just to eat barbecue for a weekend.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
Yeah. Hey, that's
Lockhart,
hey.
Lexington, Snow Barbecue. Like, man.
Yeah.
No, dude. We
Yeah.
did not get a chance to do Snows. I would have loved to have done Snows. I would have
did
loved to do
Blacks.
Terry Blacks, but
Blacks is good. Yeah.
yeah. We did the one in Austin, but we wanted to do the one out of Lockhart, right? I think that's where it's at. It's outside of Austin, but that's the one that I would have liked to have gone to. But Snow's barbecue would have been phenomenal as well, because I think it's supposed to be better than Franklin now.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have been, doing what they've done for a long time, way before Franklin.
Yeah, and,
I mean,
and it's
I
some
saw
old
the guy-
lady.
I saw the guy turning meat and like at 8:00 in the morning, drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon. I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who you want? They
That is
only
awesome.
sell one time a week, Saturday, one day a week. That's it.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Until they sell
I'll be
out.
honest though, Franklin's. I didn't want to like it as much as I did. I
Yeah.
But
thought
it's good.
that it was like, I thought the hype there was no way, So I went in there very skeptical, and it was the best piece of brisket I've ever had in my life.
We came in with a lot of hype, and honestly, it exceeded the hype.
Except for the pickles, he needs better pickles there.
Ooh, What do you mean better? Like, what kind of pickles are you talking
I
about?
want like a craft pickle, like somebody made
Craft
it.
pickle?
Like it's like
kosher dill.
yes, but I mean he had like McDonald's pickles there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, soggy ass pickles.
Yes.
Sorry. No,
Yes, I want like it's got to be like what's the jagged cut like the
Oh dear, crinkle.
like the crinkle.
like
cut?
yeah like a crinkle cut. Okay,
Yeah.
it's got to be no, it's got to be thicker. Like somebody made it. Like he had McDonald's pickles there, and those don't go with barbecue like that.
Like I wanted in a mason jar, not.
Yes, you know.
Oh,
See, you work at the farmer's
See,
market.
He
you
should
know
be.
what I'm
That
talking
makes
about.
sense. A homemade in the mason jar
Yeah.
pickle.
Those-
I love
all
a
of the
mason
best-
jar.
All of the best things are not labeled.
Yes,
But
exactly.
if you're looking, can I throw in
That's
like
the
a
title of our.
my friend does good things? Can I throw in
Yes,
one of those?
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
If you are looking for great brisket or barbecue in the Athens, Georgia area, you should check out Lucky Boy Luke's barbecue. Our friend Lucas is got his finger on the pulse as far as like a good brisket.
Where's
goes.
Athens at?
It's
Athens is Tullumban.
It's like, is that northeast of Atlanta?
Northeast
Kind
of
of.
Atlanta.
where-
That is
yeah.
where the University of Georgia is.
I just was there. I just drove all the way to Hapeville, right outside of Atlanta, to go eat Chick-fil-A at the original Chick-fil-A. I could have hit this up too. We're like a week and a half late here.
But by the way, I hear it in Savannah. If you're interested in this, Dave, in Savannah, Georgia. No. I'm sorry. South Carolina. It's South Carolina. What's the big city in Charleston?
Charleston.
Yeah. In Charleston, the old pit boss from Franklin opened up a barbecue spot there.
Yes.
I
I
believe
you.
We've not been there. But yeah. Carolina's got its own little, barbecue
Twist.
feel.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that would be cool.
All right, so I'm gonna switch the order on this a little bit, real,
We're
real quick.
still on the
yeah,
gauntlet?
we're still on the
We're still on the
gauntlet. All right, so
gauntlet, which
beer,
is-
beer,
Quick
whiskey,
fire.
or wine.
I feel like I know the answer.
Oh, can you hear us? Yes. So beer, whiskey, or wine. As far as like which choice would you take if you had to pick
Wine.
one?
Jordan picks wine.
I wine unless I've ran a long distance, then beer.
Beer's good.
Beer is good.
Okay.
Beer first, whiskey second.
Now, do you like craft beer or just regular beer? Or
He said
Yeah,
PBR.
There's a lot of like yard work involved, then I'll crack open a Coors or Miller.
okay,
But I kind of like craft beer. I worked at a craft beer joint for a while, and it was like, okay, you had to get knowledge about what's going on,
okay,
and then it's like once you go craft, you can't go back.
That's the
agreed.
truth.
I agree with that. All right,
Kind of.
all right. So and now we're gonna get into the meat of the conversation. However, what do you drive?
Wait, what?
What do you drive currently?
What do I drive? I drive the van to school.
Okay.
What kind of van is it?
GMC. It's a GMC Van
92
Dura.
Vandura, 2500.
Like camping ready.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's still camping ready.
Makes the seat into a bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you guys seen the documentary Solo?
Free solo.
Free Solo?
Oh, the climbing documentary. No,
Yes.
no, I have
He
not
lives
seen
out of
it.
You're
his-
talking about dude, his van looks sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know his van though, right?
Documentary? No.
This is a-
Pictures?
is it a
Yes.
Sprinter?
Yes, he got a Sprinter. Yeah. Yeah, I've checked it out.
He's got that friggin' Patagonia money or whatever shoes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got big money, but also he's got some big cojones to go free solo on El Capitan.
Capitan. Ooh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
worked
Yeah.
for those sponsorships and
Yeah.
worked for that lifestyle.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
don't know
like
how.
his own little workout regiment from the van, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's a cloudy day, it was just a nasty day. I guess
Yeah.
he can hang.
Yeah,
He does like
Yeah, okay.
he does like pinky hangs in the back of the van, I think, or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
And somehow he convinced his girlfriend to just live with him for a little bit in the van, which is fantastic.
But
So
Dave did the same thing.
yeah, I know. So I want to get into this. All right. So how long were you? How
Hold
long?
on,
did-
hold on. Let me go ahead and say this. Jordan found this van, and she was the one that initiated this.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I just said yes.
Jordan.
So we split this van and pretty much have,
Well, Dave, I mean,
maintained
really, was it?
together.
We
What?
left outside. That's how we met.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to jump that.
no, you're good.
Dave, let's be honest though. Okay, some good-looking girl says, "Hey, you want to get go halfsies on this van and go live in it for a while?"
Yes.
I mean, that's not much of a. I mean, that's not. I mean, you don't really have to be
I
like.
did not have to.
Yeah, there was no like.
But I feel better when I'm like, this is your idea.
When it's going wrong, it's easier too, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. I can appreciate that.
So who had the dog, or did you guys get the dog together?
We did get the dog together.
Okay. And you were like,
it was
yeah,
like-
we have so much room. Let's get a 150-pound dog.
Well, okay, so Dave originally got this dog. His name was Chopper. He was amazing. And he passed away. And we thought, we're not going to get a dog, blah, blah, blah. We wait around and we see this picture of this dog, and we both go check him out separately.
Are you living in the van at this point or no?
Not
No.
Okay.
We're living in Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
So we separately find this pretty amazing dog who's just chilling on our couch right now. But he he did so well for the van. I think we couldn't have picked a better dog.
Yeah, he is a
Yeah.
really chill dog. I mean, to be sitting in the park with all those people and not really care, like,
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
yeah.
That's all right. So
We lucked out on that.
So how'd you
Except
guys
for
meet?
he
Oh.
burns like a son of a gun.
sorry about that.
How did we
Yeah.
meet?
Yeah, how'd you meet?
All right. So here's the start of the meat of it, I guess. We were both raft guides at a little place in East Tennessee.
Yes.
Called the Ocoee River.
Yep.
We worked at a little place in East Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a
Never mind.
little, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. I grew up, hold on, what is it?
Dolly Parton.
I grew up in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Oh.
of East Tennessee.
Right on.
Anyway,
I
sorry,
went to I went to Carson Newman right there in East Tennessee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we worked for the same company. She started out as a photography girl while she was in college, and then 1 year later she decided she wanted to be a raft guide. At the time I was just guiding rafts,
Which is spectacular, by the way.
Early 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah.
And then I guess later on we met at High Country Adventures, and we're friends for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then that's how.
And then we did long distance for a while. Like I lived in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he lived in Athens. And then he moved to Chattanooga, and then I moved to Athens. Then we moved to Wisconsin, and
Okay.
Yeah, we worked for the same rafting company for many years. We started, the last couple of years that we were there, we were running the company.
yeah, Dave was river manager, and
Did they ever have any deaths on the Ocoee?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
Annually
there was a
or
couple this year.
A couple this year. Wow.
We went up this year only to like train some people and teach some people how to swim. By that I mean like swim whitewater. And try
Okay.
to do it safely. And we did not. This is the first year in many years we did not take commercial trips. We just took trainees down the river.
So just to make sure I understand this, people swim the white waters?
Yeah.
Guides do.
Yeah. So for you to guide, if you were to say you pop out of a rapid, you need to know what this feels like and not freak out.
Gotcha.
But also there's some rescue things involved with like, I need you to feel comfortable with being able to swim this. And if you're not going to be able to do this, then that tells us that we might not be a good fit
I got
together.
you.
Does
So
that
you're
make
Gotcha.
sense?
you're still
Yes,
involved
definitely.
with the rafting then, to some degree.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's cool.
What
It's
was
like it's grown. He asked if we were still involved with the rafting.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
becomes
yeah.
like a family.
It's a
Like,
family.
it's a tribe. Some of our most dearest, closest friends we've met by doing this. So it becomes
I haven't
Jordan
rafted the Ocoee yet, but I got family that lives, or extended family that in Cleveland, and it's real
Yeah,
close.
that's like right next door. That's the
The
big
fleet.
city.
The
That's the big
fleet.
city for us.
Yeah. So
Over there.
we were up there not too long ago, and I seen all the rafting stuff, but it was all shut down for the year. So I'm thinking maybe this coming summer I might go try it out. But
Man.
it's not crazy rapids or anything though.
No.
Please, if you give us a heads up and you can come, just call us and we can arrange it. You don't necessarily have to do a whole lot of legwork.
I'm gonna definitely hit you up on that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Please.
Yeah.
Please do.
So
Yeah.
But
no.
yeah, I mean, there's some sense of danger. the people above us, our bosses and the people that trained us. I mean, Americans are not getting skinnier; they're not getting lighter. So
I'm out.
No.
In the 70s and 80s, people that went whitewater rafting and got into a canoe or kayak, I mean, they were serious about it.
Yeah.
We have people from all walks of life in America and beyond that I mean, you're talking about these people can't even walk down, and I hate to say that, but they can't.
People don't say that.
But some of our guests and customers have problems with like walking down the boat ramp. They have problems with walking down the ramp and carrying the boat at the same time. Those are like triggers that you're like, okay, this is gonna be a party, man.
Yes.
This lady, this man, or this party of 6 inside this boat.
Yeah.
Like we cannot hit anything but the deepest water. Like we can't hit a rock. We can't hit anything.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
But you know, that might be the most exciting thing they've ever done in their lives too. And
you get to facilitate that, and that is the reward. Not selfishly, just like that is what makes.
Yeah, that's a connection.
That is good.
Yeah, and you kind of never know. I mean, that might be the thing that changes this person's life. They might decide that, hey,
in a wonderful way. Yeah.
And the cool thing is, you get people in your boat from all over the world. Like I've had humans from Germany and humans from India and China, and you get to learn their language, their basic language, as far as like developing command communication. And
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I went
so many things at once, and it's a simple life, and there's so many reasons why I think we were both drawn to it.
That's awesome. That's funny that you mentioned like the languages, because I went whitewater rafting on the Nantahala, and there was not our boat, but the boat near us. They were all from, I believe, from Asia. I don't know what country, but none of them spoke English. And the rafting guide had to do signals. They had to develop so they knew. It was very interesting. And they were close enough that we kind of got to watch that unfold as they went through the process. So that was very interesting. So I could see what you're saying there.
Okay, so again, we get sidetracked just because I think
that's how we
guys.
No, that's not you. That's us.
That's our MO. So you guys buy a van. You're like, hell yeah, we're going halfsies on this van. Let's travel the country. Is that the original plan, or like let's just live cheap?
So Jordan, how do you talk Dave into this?
So while it was Dave's second year of river managing, and it's like, okay, we don't quite know what we want to do, but we know we need to grow in some sort of way or another. And I was like, man, I like being outside, and I keep seeing these things on the internet, and I'm like, man, this van lifestyle that these millennials, these people my age are starting to live, it's like, this is appealing.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
So
people my age.
So man, I just start Craigslisting every night. Dave's like, what are you doing? I'm like, dog or Craigslist. It's like 50-50. Like, what is it? So I find this van in Red Bank, Tennessee. Shout out Red Bank, Tennessee. That is where I grew up. Anyways, Red Bank, Tennessee. So I find this. We find this van, and we agreed to go see this sweet couple in Red Bank, and they make us an offer.
Man, no lie.
They lived the van life in the van before we did, and
So-
then they had kids.
We're in the parking lot and we see the van pull up.
It's like, oh, we're gonna get it, and I'm like, yeah, we are gonna get it.
I'm already shaking my head, looking at her, like, no way.
This is too sweet.
It's like a white version of the A-Team van.
I'm in.
Did you repaint
Without
it?
the
Did you
spoiler,
repaint it to
without
make
that
it look
big
like the
spoiler.
A-Team?
But yeah.
Dave,
changed the starter this week with his bare hands.
when you're in there, do you ask to be called Hannibal?
Or BA?
I don't fly planes either. I don't ride in a plane. You got to knock me out and put me in there.
Oh, okay. see,
BA,
yeah, definitely BA.
Yeah, that's BA, right?
Yeah, you're BA then. Right on.
What was it? BA Baracus?
BA Baracus.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so you see this van, and like it's almost like heaven is like singing down to you with a harp, right? and you're like, all right, I'm gonna buy this thing.
But it resonates. Like
Okay.
something is like, yes, this is good. This is the path that you are supposed to. This is the path that you are supposed to take. We take it for a test drive. the passenger seat has like a little dip in the seat. Now the dip is way bigger. There is a separate key. This was new to me, and Dave like kind of giggled at me. But there's a separate key for the gas tank.
It's that old. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's a gas tank in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a keychain where it's like it is kind of slightly inconvenient to get the gas can off, but that is pretty funny. But so we purchased this van cash. We purchased the cash. He gives us a free like middle console, but we have to go pick it up at his house in Red Bank. Craigslist. That was a good Craigslist interaction. Very positive. And then so that was the van. Yeah, that was the van purchase.
So did you guys build out at all, or did you just say, "Hey, it's good enough. Let's hit the road"?
No, yeah. I mean, it's pretty well done. If we would have had to like this is like
we put in a carpet for our dog.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we did some small things, but nothing huge.
Okay, that's my kind of style right there. Like, I don't.
This thing was already like
you could press a button and the seat converted to like a flat surface.
Yeah. I kind of want a virtual tour. I need to get like a virtual tour from you guys so we can.
Down, yeah, and we just put a mattress on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're able to like move in and out of it from the back, from whatever. When we needed to camp or we needed to get to something, there was some unpacking and packing involved for sure.
Okay, so do you guys just start like traveling at that point?
We finished the rafting season, and we probably had that van for a couple of weeks. Yeah. So October, we started driving south.
We minimalized. We were like, okay, what do we need? What do we need? What do we not need? This van space.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good point. So you went ahead, you bought this van, and you already had plans that you're gonna just go ahead and travel. So did you keep a house at all, or are you just like we're letting go of that and we're going?
That's a whole nother story. Yeah.
We built a yurt.
Yeah, we built a yurt on high country property in Ocoee, Tennessee. It's
What's
like
a yurt?
30 acres.
It's like a big
out
tent
in the middle of
Okay.
the Cherokee National Forest.
Yeah.
So for our listeners that don't know what a yurt is, could you explain what that is?
This is like a Mongolian, Eastern, and also Russian kind of structure that sits on the ground.
It was meant for
That explains
nomadic
it.
people that they could kind of construct and deconstruct
Oh, okay.
fairly easily to move. But for the most part, it's a round or hexagonal, whatever shape you want it to be, basically.
Round, yeah.
But it's like tent, right? Isn't it like?
Yeah, I was fixing to say it's like
tent.
Eastern teepee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the
With
thing
a
is,
hole at the top.
the thing is they could, in these sub-Arctic temperatures, maybe they were sub-Arctic, but they were very freezing. They were cold. They could, in this thing, they could, create their own little atmosphere, artificial atmosphere, and be warm
right on.
from these crazy, different, the Tuvans, the Mongolians. There's Russian tribes that use them. What else?
I think that's
Chinese.
Nice.
So did you guys keep the yurt then on the Cherokee National Forest, or?
It is still up.
It's near the National Forest.
Yeah.
It's not in it. I wish it was in it. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's still up. Yeah.
People have used it for shelter.
Yeah.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe hobos have used it for
Oh
shelter.
man, that sounds awesome.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
But,
Okay.
all right. So I have an idea for you guys. I have an idea. You ready?
We were like one of our young raft guide proteges, one of the guys that trained with us and stayed with us for a couple of years. We were like, Corey, if you need a place to stay, you need to crash in here. And he's like, really? So hopefully he crashed in there. I hope he did. I don't know.
Okay.
So what I think you guys should do is just put a camera there and stream it.
Dude, that might get weird. He turned man. I don't know if you want to see raft guides naked. Never mind.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But hey, you'll get some views on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you definitely would.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh man.
All right.
I guess we kind of
Spread it out. Yeah.
we spread it out. So his parents live in Athens, and we're like, okay, all of our stuff that we know we're not going to need in Florida because we want to go surfing. I guess we narrowed it down to we want to learn how to surf. So we picked our location, Cocoa Beach, because they had consistent waves in the
Mhm.
winter, which was kind of our off season.
Yeah.
And
it's not as
Didn't
cold
wanna
as LA.
drive all the way west.
Yeah, no.
And it's
I
really
don't
cold
think-
out there in Los Angeles.
Yes.
The water
Yeah,
is
we would've had to have,
super
like,
cold.
Yeah,
under insulation in our van, and like we were like, okay, we like being warm. We really,
Yes.
we really like being warm.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of basically minimalized, like, I took a backpack's worth and he took a backpack's worth of clothes, and we took the dog, and then we
The
bought
stoves-
surfboards along the way.
Yeah,
we
the
had
stoves were really
stove,
stove and pot and pans and stuff. They were really important.
Yeah, also took up a lot of room. We also had like mini work, like a medicine ball and kind of a bungee cord to move around on the rainy days. But yeah.
So
For Jordan's workouts.
did you get a job when you came to Florida, or did you work it all along the way? Or
Jordan did. Yeah.
I was like, we had a good amount of green stuff saved up, cash, and I was like, okay, well, just in case, I've served since I was 18. I'm just gonna, like, what could hurt? I'm just gonna see if I can get a serving job. I could meet new people. We could make friends. So
Yeah.
I walk into the Green Room Cafe one day. Me and Dave are just walking the dog, and I was like, let me just stop in here and see if they need help. So immediately, this guy named Ben sits me down, and it turns out like they are seeking help, and it all kind of happens fast. Like, oh, okay, you want me to come in this week? Well, they asked like where I'm living, and I didn't want to lie, but I kept saying we're looking, and like that was a really broad term, because who's not looking?
Yes, when you especially when you're living out of a van, right? You're looking for
Yes.
the parking spot for tonight. Like,
Which, yeah, so that was also another interesting facet, which I'm sure we'll get to. But
Asking about that when you think about it.
But Ben kept, like it kept becoming this like, where have you guys found a place yet? And finally it was said like 3 months into the job, like, guys, we are living out of the van, but there's no but. We're just living out of the van right
by
now.
choice,
Yeah,
right?
it's a choice. Yeah.
And they were so sweet. Green Room Cafe, good people, good food.
Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach, Florida. Yeah. So it was like a random, not random. It felt like it was like a weird touch of the divine, or whatever you want to call that led me to all that. So it was good.
So you're working. What's Dave doing?
Yeah, Dave, come
I'm
on.
surfing a lot. I'm surfing a lot.
And taking care of the dog.
Yeah.
Because
Which is like a, not a full-time
that's another
job, but it's a half-time job.
And
I connected with some guys that did jujitsu and martial arts, and he was right on the beach. He owned a place in Cocoa called Off the Grid. He let me teach and do some privates and stuff on the side. But yeah, that was a great experience because we both get to meet like Kelly Slater.
Oh, really?
Of like 12 years. He loves martial arts.
I didn't know Slater did martial arts.
He was on Rogan about a year ago, and yeah, he talked a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Kelly Slater loves the martial arts. I think he has all his life.
He also liked our dog.
Yeah, so he touched our dog. We were pretty happy with that.
That-
I mean, just the fact that, one, we get to meet him and I get to roll around with him and experience that.
How was he?
It did not like reciprocate. He did not take me out to the ocean and laugh at me because I can't surf. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a cool experience. Basically, I think he had a house just
Not
however many
away.
however many blocks down the road from Frank Divorcey's facility, Off the Grid.
Yeah, that's his
that was a cool
hometown.
experience.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. I mean, like to me, for him to just kind of hang out with you guys, like that's pretty fantastic. But
And for anybody not knowing who Kelly Slater is, just tell them who Kelly Slater is.
Is he 11, 12 time now? What is his Tommy times of a surf champion?
he's like 44, but he's
No,
still
No,
like
he's in his 50s, I think.
Yeah, he just hit
Oh,
the 50
crap.
mark because he was surfing when we were like
that's
in
right. You're
middle school,
right.
high school. He was already
last
surfing.
year, last couple of years, he has
And he
tried for.
recently won.
He's
like-
trying in the World Series of surfing
Yeah.
to win a world championship.
I feel like
I know he's still going for it. He won one not long ago. Is he 11 or 12 time now?
no, not I mean, he's on the 11th or 12th.
Yeah, I can't remember the number, but I know
some
he's
people
way up
argue
there.
that he could be like the best athlete we've ever produced as far as America. You know, people say that
I
because
vote him and Laird Hamilton are a tie.
I was gonna. You know what's
Yeah,
funny is when you said
Laird.
that, I thought of Laird because
Yeah.
Laird is like that big wave surfing plus all the other stuff that he does. Like
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
he's crazy. But I mean,
That's amazing.
Never
yeah,
mind.
yeah. So we're just falling into some weird stuff in Cocoa
was
Beach.
great. It was
but
good weird.
but it was good.
that sounds like
weird.
great weird. Yeah.
Dave, did you work him on the ground?
What now?
Did you work him on the ground in the jiu-jitsu?
Oh man, I've been doing jujitsu for about I think I'm working on like almost 20 years. So just to get to roll with people and
Continue to train.
and any point that if we can make money off that, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. I get to roll with Kelly a couple of times. I was just like, I cannot say how honored I am to say that, to just like touch you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Wrestle with this guy because
He probably yeah.
I don't know. He's American sports realty to not realty, but royalty to me.
He is
Yeah.
real too, though, so it works.
but
He's real. He's cool.
yeah, no, and think about that, right? Like without the van life, you would not have had that experience,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Right.
I mean, seriously. So you're in Cocoa. So for people who would want to know, right? Like, so how are you taking showers? Like, are you in a KOA?
Yeah.
Are you like parked at a Walmart?
Maybe people say this a good bit.
We bought Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness
memberships.
black card.
Yes.
Black card. Yeah.
So I paid
Talked about it.
monthly, and it was like we both got to go in there as many times as we needed. And we also, on the rainy days, it was like, okay, we'll go work out, and then we'll take a good shower.
Okay.
But also, Cocoa
it's like-
Beach had these like beach showers.
Yep.
That was all over Brevard County.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
I would go to work, they'd be like, "You still have sand in your hair." I'm like, "Okay, well that's great. That just authenticity.
Yeah.
Like
That's
keep going.
authenticity. Exactly.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Probably every 2 to 3 weeks we would have to splurge before we like
A hotel.
before we murdered each other, and we would stay campsite that has really nice facilities or a hotel where we could take Ernie in and just crash for a little bit.
Like before, so when I would see these pictures of this like van life, the epitome of van life, I just saw all these like very attractive humans,
Yeah.
you know, living this like very attractive life, and it's all outside, and they wake up to this like
Sunrise and
Great
sunset.
sunrise,
And, yes.
and here I am. We're both waking up to Walmart parking lot, either peeing in a can
Hey,
or peeing in the parking
So
lot.
Jordan, you're not selling me right now.
Jordan,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you.
That is true.
I'm gonna
I
need
was
you to
like,
say that a little quieter. My wife is gonna listen to this eventually.
Yep.
It, like Eastern Florida or Florida in general might not be very
van
van.
friendly.
it's
like,
so
maybe
hot,
maybe-
and you just constantly
So Jordan, Dave, listen, I work from home currently. Like, I feel like I could really crush a van life.
You probably could.
Yeah, because I mean, my whole gig is remote.
This is after a divorce, though.
Yeah, Shay.
Because
Yeah.
his wife.
His wife would not. Mm-mm.
Yeah. My wife's like, no, I need a nest. Beat it. You can go.
Just
No.
make sure you send a check.
Yeah.
Man, so most confident you could crush van life if you made friends with people at a local coffee shop where you could get Wi-Fi, right?
Yep.
You could find a consistent place that you felt semi-comfortable sleeping at nighttime. And
Yep.
you got a Planet Fitness membership and was okay with like pooping in strange places or taking a shower in strange places.
See,
Like,
that's gonna throw me off. The pooping in strange places.
So this is Jeremy. I did a van life, if you call it, for 2 nights
Good
once.
swallow.
Okay.
For my 21st birthday, my buddy in college and we left East Tennessee and we went to St. Louis, whatever, for the birth. And we went and we didn't have any money, so we had to sleep in the car.
That's called a road trip,
Yeah,
not van life.
No. This is my van life experience. No. This is my van life experience. We slept in the car and then we joined the YMCA downtown so that we could get showers. So I can feel you on this.
How much is it to join the YMCA?
For the day?
Yeah.
No, just for the day. It was like 10, 15 bucks.
Okay.
It was so we got there so early in the morning, we ended up working out.
Dude.
Just like you said, got the shower.
Yeah, but you could have bought a whole month of Planet Fitness.
But there was no Planet Fitness back then, okay?
Okay.
And then because it was a day one, we went out for the day, and then we said,
take the tour. You'll
we-
need a shower.
yeah.
Sorry.
Hey,
No,
hey,
and then at that
pro
night,
tip,
we took
pro
another
tip.
shower and went out. So and then slept in the car that night.
Pro tip by Jordan.
Yeah.
Just take the tour.
Just take the tour.
Hey, by the way, Jordan, I'm gonna make a video and I'm just gonna take the tour just so I can take a shower, and then I'm gonna walk out of there, even though I didn't need the shower.
So did you guys make it down to the Keys at all while you're in Florida, or did you stay in Cocoa?
We stayed around Brevard County.
We
went a little south.
Went south and north. We got
Yeah.
on my off. Like I had like 3 off days in a row per week, and we got to go explore and have fun on those days.
You know,
Okay.
we go inland or upland. We go swim with manatees, or we were
Check
just.
out new beer joints or
That is true. We did check out.
surf new way. Like go see what other.
I mean, I want to sell my house and do this right now. And
Yeah.
I live right here.
Yeah, you've already sold me, honestly.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, truck life, van life, it doesn't matter. As long as I can have my laptop, I think I'm good.
So do all of you guys have I've heard recently divorced? Are there partners?
No,
No.
there's nobody's. So he's not recently divorced. Corey was meaning that if Larry wanted to do van life, he'd have to get a divorce. So we are all happily married with children.
Yes.
So
Gotcha.
Even without a van life,
yeah.
Do you
honey.
think that any of you would do van life with kids? Do you think that
Yes.
could be a thing?
I personally would love it because I feel like the experience that he would get out of it would be like you can't beat it, in my opinion. Granted, I've never done it, so I could be completely way off base. But my thought is that the experience of going on a long trip and meeting Kelly Slater and being able to surf with Kelly Slater and roll around with Kelly Slater.
Kelly
like-
lives an hour away. You don't have to go that. You don't have to van life for that.
Yeah, but you
I'm
get what
just
I'm saying.
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm
So to me,
It's kind of the metaphor of what could happen.
yeah, and so for me, that's what I think of is I think it'd be great, honestly.
So before you guys went all in, did you guys do some like weekly
Yeah.
events to kind of taste the waters, if you will, test the waters, if you will? Because I feel like I'd have to do like a good long week, 2 week, maybe in the summer where I don't know, but I feel
You'd
like
have to do a week in your life.
Well, the longer we did it, the more I think
The longer
I
your
found
trips got?
myself, like seeking patterns. Like, okay, on Tuesdays we would go to Taco Tuesdays at this little place in Cocoa every Tuesday.
Wait, what
We
place
got
in
to make
Cocoa?
friends.
oh yeah, what place in Cocoa?
It is Taco City.
Taco City.
Good tacos.
They have a whole
by-
city?
And it was also a good surfing spot. So it was like you could surf and eat tacos right there.
Yeah, they let us park back there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
nice.
That's awesome.
And the people were so sweet, and Dan was so cool.
Yeah.
And
Hey, but your taco spot is more authentic if you got some surfers sleeping in a van out back. Okay,
Man,
you
it's-
helped him
it's
market
really-
just as
it's
well as he
good.
helped you. All right.
Oh man, they had all 3 Slater Brothers boards just all over the place. Dan was super cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
One
awesome.
night we drank too much beer, and I pulled out the ukulele with
Oh
one of
my
the
God.
Slater brothers, and we tried to sing. It was New Year's, and we tried to sing Auld Lang Syne with the ukulele. and
Hey,
Dan
Dave,
was
do you have a
on
video of
and
that?
then yeah, it was pretty good. But
I
Yeah.
sing lead, woman.
Dave,
I sing the lead.
Dave,
Wait. Dave.
I pulled out the ukulele.
and
Sorry,
having
you're
kids
probably
in it
freaking
can
these
bring
dudes
this
out.
like whole other. Having kids in it can bring this whole other like, man, this is a whole other facet that I have not accounted for.
Jordan,
But in not a good or a bad way, just like that is a way, like that is something that we're gonna do.
that's all.
Space and showers was
Now, when this happened with the ukulele incident, Dave, did you have the BlackBerry or did you have an iPhone?
No, I had an iPhone.
Did you?
No,
uh,
nobody was recording.
Oh,
man.
Drinking and having a good time.
okay.
You know what? They were living in the moment.
Yes,
they were living in the
I love
moment.
Jordan had a ukulele face.
Listen, I appreciate that you're living in the moment, but that does not help me at this moment.
Sorry.
No, that's awesome.
Bro, sorry.
All right, so you guys went to Coco. What other spots did you guys hit?
Flagler Beach, New Smyrna. Where else?
We got
Jacksonville. We stayed a couple nights in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
We didn't Jack's Beach. We didn't stay there a whole lot.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
blame you.
either.
our early pit stop was in Savannah, and we were like, okay, this place
Savannah-
is cool.
Savannah and
and
Tybee.
in Georgia.
Okay.
And then we went all the way down with
What?
Vieira.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that's not far from me. That's still Brevard. That's like, South Brevard.
Vieira Beach.
Vieira Beach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How far did we get from Miami?
Did you guys ever hit Sebastian Inlet?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Never surfed. We stayed.
Oh.
Yeah, we stayed there. Went through there. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some good campgrounds and stuff.
Did you
there.
surf Spanish House at all?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Did you ever?
It was one like nasty day when we were like really new. We're like, no, we're not getting out of this, but we can go look at it and we can go tour around, San Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a place just north of Spanish House. I call it Whitey's because there's a Whitey's tackle shop across the street, and it's pretty good. It's got good longboard waves.
Did you guys surf longboard or
is
shortboard?
So cool. That's what Dave has. Longboarding is amazing. It is like these like crooner. It's like the crooning.
I feel like I could watch longboard surf videos for days. I don't know what it is about longboard surf videos, but they're very just
mesmerizing.
yes.
Where are you at, Ken Burns?
Yeah, Ken Burns needs to do a longboarding.
The Life of a Road Shooter by Ken Burns.
Longboarding needs to get Ken burned.
Yeah, exactly.
It does. It does.
All right, so you did this for a year? You basically just traveled around for a year?
Yeah, once we were kind of done in Florida, we made our way back up to Georgia. We stayed in Savannah for a little bit. I think because we started this whole road trip van tour.
I applied for nursing school on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the idea that Jordan's going to find somewhere. It didn't have to be somewhere we stopped.
But I feel like
So
Jordan's.
nursing school.
I don't know. I know you didn't get into like. I feel like your 10-year plan or whatever it was is going to be a traveling nurse.
That's so.
Yeah.
Secretly, if Dave was like shushing me, but like I want to go to New Mexico. I want to get one extra add-on to my degree and become a holistic traveling nurse.
Okay,
Okay.
I like it.
Oh my gosh.
But we can travel as a team, from my understanding, and maybe we get to like meet and see and help different humans, which I feel like that's why we're kind of both brought together.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's a phenomenal plan. I mean,
My sister is very crunchy, and she's trying to be. She's a doula, and I don't know what.
Yes.
else. She's trying to be
Man,
a midwife.
those people
She's.
are needed.
I don't know about that, Jordan. We'll have to. We'll have to
For
agree to
babies
disagree.
and comfort potential mothers.
Listen, Jordan, I like you guys, but no, she's trying to be. She's in school. She's got her master's in education,
Yes.
but now she's
Right.
back in school to be a lactation consultant and a doula, and eventually
Yes.
she wants to be a midwife.
What's
That's
that?
what Mary
What is
Kibler was.
What is the word?
Doula.
What does it do? Where does that come
A
from?
doula.
Oblongata.
Yes.
I was gonna do it, but I didn't. I was so wanted to do it. Hell, man, I wanted to do that.
So many teeth ornery.
that's all. It's because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Anyway,
Sorry.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like your sister's aspirations to become a doula because I think those humans are sacred in their own way, and bringing a life into this world, that takes a special kind of energy. As crunchy as this sounds, it takes a special kind of energy and facilitation. And if you think you're cut out for that, then more power to you.
Lacey, if you're listening.
She better be.
All right, yeah. So you did this for a year. You applied for school while you're traveling out there, and then you're looking to become a traveling nurse.
How much longer do you have in school?
I've got hopefully I apply in January for the actual nursing program. I had to take several prerequisites because my first degree was in fine arts. So I apply in January and hopefully I'll get in, and that'll be about a year and a half more.
Okay.
But in the meantime, Dave, it's been weird. Like, okay, this has been a weird situation because he's gotten the opportunity to work with Savannah Riverkeeper.
I was gonna say, is he still working with the Riverkeeper?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And that was like, man, so when we first got here, we kind of did what we needed to do. Like, okay, we'll take these jobs, whatever jobs kind of come our way. And so for a while I worked, what happened? Service jobs. Dave worked for our
kids museum.
The children's museum. Yeah, Dave worked for our landlord who did housing.
Restoration.
Yeah. But then is like, okay, Department of Natural Resources, like Dave got to work with Skidaway Island National Park.
Yeah. As a ranger. Ranger.
Yeah.
State Park for a while. And then it was like,
so you were a park ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a ranger naturalist.
Dude.
We got to feed
Dude,
snakes. It was so awesome.
I've always dreamed of being a park ranger, like the Yogi Bears type.
Hand kids like little small box turtles and be like, do not put this in your mouth.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That sounds great.
Choking hazard.
That's awesome.
It was. I lucked out on that, man. But realizing after the fact that there was not a lot of, I don't know. I'm not in this period of my life where I need advancement, but if all you're going to do is pay me this much an hour and this is the amount of hours you're going to give me, I've got to go somewhere else, man. I cannot, I can't make the money I need to make on 28 hours a week.
Yeah, that's right.
So Dave and Jordan, what is like as far as like what did you feel was the biggest downfall to van life, and what was the best part of van life?
Ooh, I think the best part of van life was like it metaphorically unclothed or uncovered me to like, oh, Jordan, you don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. What you do need is you do need people who love you. You do need physical activity and you do need sights to see and people to interact with. You eat clothes, blah. Food, that will come and go. Money, that will come and go. Uncomfortable, challenging times. I think that was like a necessary for my growth and for our growth together, because we saw each other at strange.
Yeah.
Well,
think about this. Like forever. Forever, you
for a while. Like it was like, can I deal with van life? Dave was dealing great with van life, and I was not.
Yeah,
There's very little space and privacy. Those are very trying, but it also lets you know that like
we can do
those are your own like parameters. The fact that
you're making them yourself.
Yeah, like some of those public times on the beach where we were like, okay, we're just gonna take a shower here because we don't know if we're gonna take a shower the rest of the day. To do that in front of people, and people are not paying attention to you. But I mean, you realize that like it's just like getting out of your own comfort. Like you don't need as much privacy and space, or it's all your space. Why don't you just fucking freak out like you want? Sorry, I don't
No, it's good.
And just do whatever, and not hurt anybody else's space. So that was the challenging thing, and the fact that we were there all the time. There's nowhere to turn. You turn one way around the van or one way around this, that, or the other, and your partner is there.
All the time.
Your partner and your dog are there. And I mean, that is not a bad thing, but people need to be prepared for that. Like take your fun camping weekend and realize that among the fire circle, you're really not going to go very much further than that, other than maybe to go out in the woods and poop or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get away from these people. So, by yourself, you're having some very inflectional times about what you need or what you think you need and what you actually is like, no, this is cool. this stresses us out. Like just getting from point A to point B, or where are we going to go tonight? Where are we going to park?
Where are we gonna park? Where are we
Yeah.
gonna Where are we gonna put our heads?
What do you want to do tomorrow?
It sounds awesome, though. To me, like it just like gives me such a sense of excitement.
Yeah,
Like-
very much so. Like I felt, and I think I'm going through this like strange depression battle of like, oh man, I've got this bathroom and this four walls and this, and I don't have a lot to do, so I'm studying and I feel dormant, But van life, it was kind of like it felt kind of shaky, or it felt like it was vibrating, but it was like not good or bad, it just was, like my energy was like, man, I gotta do this, I'm on my adrenaline brain, my reptilian brain,
Fight or flight brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
And I think we grew closer in the fact that we both saw each other. At times I was a hot mess and not fun to be around.
Neither of us were. Yeah.
And one day we went surfing and I busted my lip and I had to go to work and I came up crying and I was like, I look like a balloon. And Dave like scraped me out, like he literally scraped me off the ground and was like, well, if you don't get up, you're going to be beat up again.
She's getting work. Yeah. So anyway, it's like, you need to get up. You can't cry right there. You need to keep moving. So, got her board. She slung her board like in the dunes. Like, dude, what are you doing?
That's awesome.
Just seeing each other very, very much naked in a way where you have nothing to put up in front of. So people need to be cautious about.
But it brings out good stuff. Like within pain, there is growth.
It's like the road trip times whatever. So, you take a 3-day, 2-day road trip with your friends. Okay, cool. But you extend this, you're going to see people get raw.
Yeah.
I feel like that definitely.
Hungry, angry, they're tired of smelling you. They're tired of your music. They're tired of the way you answer the phone, all these different things. Like, please don't answer the phone while you're in the car. We're going to make a stop and you're going to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
I just made that up. That is not. But,
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
I feel like that puts a level of vulnerability between the two of you, though, that lets you guys know that, you have a really strong partnership now, though, because of it. Like, you would definitely know that I can't. And I feel like it builds you to a place that your foundation now to go forward has got to be so strong.
It built this whole new little, like, if you were to consider like life and earth and relationships as like a diamond, it built this like whole new little facet that I didn't even know that I had to explore, which is pretty cool.
So like this conversation is making me want to read this book that it's been on my list for a long time, called Vagabonding, and it's Rolf Potts.
What's his name?
Rolf Potts.
Okay.
So yeah, it basically is van life, but different. It's kind of like where you would go to Europe and you would live in hostels and you would take up odd jobs and live like this kind of like van life, but overseas. But yeah, I definitely want to get into it. And but anyways, we do Go ahead.
Will you guys, if you will give us your like a mailing address? We read this book while we were on the road called Barbarian Days.
Okay.
And we will share that book with you guys. And it's kind of this guy who's kind of, I don't know, we read it while we were doing this thing. And if you guys want to read it and enjoy it, we'd love to share it with you.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah.
he's a surfer.
Yeah.
William Finnegan.
And it talks about his vulnerable moments, and we wrote the book down that you guys were mentioning. We're like, okay, this is good, but we would like to share.
Yeah, we appreciate it for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. We definitely appreciate you guys coming on for sure. Before we let go of any guests, our motto here is kind of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, but also everybody's got a story. We should learn something from them. And I think that's kind of what you guys live by, just how, I mean, you had no problem talking to me in the middle of the park, somebody that you'd never met before, as I did with you guys. But I truly appreciate humans that are that way, because I feel like we can learn something from everybody. But
Man,
absolutely.
We're all connected. Yeah. I think we're all connected and we all breathe together.
Before we let you go, I just want to give you our final question. Based on your life experiences, what is like the most important piece of advice you feel like you could share with our listeners? You guys could have separate ones or together or whatever.
Oh, man.
Most important. Oh, okay.
Jordan's going to go first, and hers is going to be in the version of a song. Simple song.
All right, on.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have these are just, they're lighthearted because they come from people that I know. First one, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay.
Second one, don't do two dumb things at once. Only do one dumb thing at a time.
I appreciate that.
That's a good T-shirt.
I think there's a lot of wisdom in that.
Yeah.
That's the rule of Nick Barr. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
That's all I got. That's what I got.
Like you guys were saying, for some reason why, and I can't put my finger on it, but there is like this connection that, I don't know, we are dire in trying to figure out how to separate ourselves. And that is media and phones and whatever else, commercialism, I don't know, capitalism, I don't know what it is. But if we can figure out how to like appreciate each other, like you were saying, that each person has something. Maybe it's a story, maybe it's something just to listen to. Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We really appreciate you coming on, Dave and Jordan. You guys are phenomenal people. It's been a great conversation. And honestly, I feel like we can go forever, but we really appreciate it.
And I'll definitely be in contact with you for sure.
Please.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I want to go rafting with you guys.
Give us your address so we can send you a book. Man,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll text you after we get off the line. We're gonna.
Yeah, and let us know your next trip to Coco.
Yeah, we got to play
We
our.
can go get wet, dude. Put on a life jacket and get wet.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna play our outro music and give our guys a send off. But if you want to just hang on the line for a minute, okay?
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we appreciate you listening. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, you can email us at fullgorillalife@gmail.com. Make sure you're liking and sharing all our stuff on social media.
And if you want to follow the social media, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Full Gorilla Life and on Twitter at Gorilla Full with 2 L's.
Also, please visit our website, fullgorilla.life. Again, it's fullgorilla.life. And do not forget to hit subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap.
Out.
Peace.